What's your name?
Zach.
My name is Kara.
Annie.
My name's Ian.
Ethan.
And what's your favorite memory?
Okay, my favorite memory about Grandma.
So my favorite memory of Grandma,
Well, it was right after I quit gymnastics.
My favorite memory of Grandma was,
Well, I was really young.
will always be when I was deployed. It was always a very difficult time in my life, but every time we got mail, I knew I was getting mail from Grandma, and we had access to the internet. So Grandma was always Facebook messaging me and contacting me, always letting me know the boxes were on the way, what I wanted in the boxes.
when I started becoming homeschooled in 7th grade, AIM or AIM was very popular at the time. And unlike most grandmas, she had a screen name. And every time I did online homeschooling, so I was on the computer all day. So when I would sit down on the computer in the morning, I'd sign on, and she would literally message me within like 5 seconds. Hello, good morning, how are you? And I would sit there throughout my whole school day and message her back and forth all day long. And she knew when all of my classes were, she knew when my homework was due, she knew when all of my tests were scheduled for, and it was pretty amazing. And I think that at that time in my life, we were the closest then, just because, you know, we would talk all day, every day, even if it was on the computer. And then when I graduated and wasn't on the computer anymore, it kind of went more towards calling me and texting me. And I knew that, like, no matter what time of day or night or anything, I could call her and she would pick up, like, within seconds. And I was so lucky to, even though, you know, she wasn't there physically because we lived really far apart, she was there, like, you know, emotionally, mentally there 100% all the time. And I can easily say that she was one of my best friends. And I don't think a lot of people can say that about their grandparents. And I was so lucky to be able to have the opportunity not only to be homeschooled and talk to her all day, but just to have her as a friend and someone to talk to.
And we went to go visit Grandma in Florida, and we were staying at her house. And I think everyone was in bed, and me and Grandma were out on her porch. And it was such like a clear day or clear night outside, and all the stars were out. And we went on our phones, and she showed me an app that you could kind of look at like the moon and the constellations, and it showed you all the different stars and everything. And we stayed out on the porch all night, and we kind of talked, and we had like a really great time.
The time that we were down in Florida, I think it was like 3 or 4 years before she died. And so I was probably like 10 years old. And it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, and we were over at her house, and there was a red Solo cup, and it looked like water. So I went to take a sip of it, and I spit it out immediately, and I went to the bathroom, and I almost threw up.
What was it?
And it was vodka.
That's amazing.
Dad wasn't happy about it.
I didn't really know much about her, but the only thing I really knew was when she came to our house when she was sick the last couple of months before she died, and that was the closest I've ever been to her.
You know, just making sure that I had a little slice of home, you know, so far away from home.
So that's like one of my favorite memories with her.
And I miss her so much.
Hey, Kyle, it's Grandma.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Grandma.
Call me. Let's see, I have a dinner party at 6 o'clock tonight. If you can call me this afternoon or late tonight. I just have, 4 questions. A, I think you're coming down here, but I wanted to know your ETA, I guess it is, estimated time of arrival or day or whatever. B, do you have a GPS for in your car? And let's see, 3, do you know where you're staying? It doesn't matter, just curious. And when do you have to leave? And that's it. I promise no long conversation if you don't want one. But I know you're working days, and Mom said you're super stressed about work. Just wondered how things were going for you.
I just wanted to let you know your package was delivered. I don't know when you can pick it up, but it's there. Talk to you later. Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye. Talk to you soon. Bye.